Yeah.
Sexy.
Welcome back
Welcome
to the Lousy Show. I'm Joe.
to the Lousy Show. I'm Sam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. It's a day.
It's a
It's
day.
been a good day. Been
It's a
good day.
Saturday.
My shoulder's kind of sore. It's loose, but it's sore.
Oh, that's right. You
Or
went
playing-
throwing, right?
For the first time in months, I went and played disc golf.
Hell
The
yeah.
weather was beautiful. It was 70 and sunny.
That's if that could be summer. Like maybe like higher 70s for like going swimming, you know? But
Yeah.
that's why I moved where I
Well,
lived.
I know here, if I'm not mistaken, like the summertime does definitely get hotter. Like the first time I ever visited was in July,
Uh-huh.
and it was humid. Like it was like walk outside immediately, sweat dripping down the butt crack, humid. But I mean it's still May, and it granted it's late May, it's still May, and it's I'll accept the beautiful weather, because I know back in Texas right now it's like it's in the 90s.
Oh yeah. I remember it was the other day. It was like 50 something here and I was just like, how hot is it over there? And even right
Yeah.
now, the high was 97 today.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Fuck
Meanwhile, where you're at today, what did it get up to? 65?
that. 61.
Yeah, see?
Yep.
And here
It's been beautiful.
it got up to I will say it got up to like 79 here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
That's
maybe
not bad.
80, maybe a little bit higher, but it was like even then the low 80s don't feel bad here, cuz there was a nice little breeze rolling too. Like it was nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, went through this morning and felt good. Felt good. We played 10 holes cuz my buddy had to get to work basically,
Yeah.
but and we didn't even think about it, cuz I met him in his house now, and at first he was like, "Yeah, we'll just take my truck." And I was like, "Well, why don't I follow you?" And somehow we ended up just taking my car. And when we got there, we're like, "We probably should have followed each other, so we could have played longer." And he was like, "Yeah, I didn't think about that." And I'm like, "We definitely did, but I don't think we like locked on to it."
Yeah.
But we played 10 holes, and I went plus, I want to say plus 5,
It's not bad.
which isn't bad after being gone for like 6 or 7 months minimum. Actually, even more than that, now that I think about it. Last time I actually played was the last time I was up here, and that was back in August.
Oh, so not when you went to go get the house ready or anything? No.
Nope. Because I spent that whole week working on the house.
No fun. None.
We
None
got
of
the
it.
house done.
Yep.
That's what matters. We got the house done.
That's all that matters.
But yeah, no, we it was definitely a a good time getting out there. Beautiful weather. Finally getting, like, more so than just going fishing in the evening. Like I'm trying to get myself out of the house more and more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's our goal too, is to start like going hiking a lot more.
Yeah.
Because we definitely caught that itch on the first hike we went. We were like, yep, this is going to happen a hell of a lot more. So,
oh yeah.
Although right now my wife's out of town, she's in Seattle on a bachelorette party, so she's still enjoying the weather. They rented hot tub boats, which basically it's a boat that goes in the river or in the bay, I guess. There, the Sound, whatever the fuck it is, but it has a hot tub in it, and that's all it is. Basically, just a little hot tub with a motor strapped to the back that floats. And so that way you're in warm water and not in the cold Sound water.
But I thought you're only supposed to be in a hot tub for no more than like 15 minutes at a time. Like, because you're boiling yourself.
I mean, if it's that hot, maybe, yeah. But I mean, if it's like
You're
100,
boiling yourself.
it's not boiling.
Brother, okay.
How hot do you think
on.
a hot tub gets?
Definitely over 100.
It's like 105, maybe.
You're boiling yourself then.
Boiling doesn't start till 212 degrees.
Okay, hang on. How long should you sit in a hot tub? Between 15 and 45 minutes.
Okay, you went on the very low side of that, but
Okay,
if you go,
still, but
what
like,
happened?
okay, but so here's the thing though. When you tell me that they're on a boat, right?
Yeah,
My thought process is that they're going to be out in the water for a long time.
I think it's like on an. I think it's like an hour.
Okay, well then that makes sense.
Yeah,
To my brain, I'm thinking like they're like doing like a like the old style like a inner tube floats. Like you
yeah.
go down a river and you're
Oh
gone
yeah,
for
yeah.
like 5 hours.
Yeah, no, I
That's
don't
what
think it's
I was
that.
thinking.
At least
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, I'll ask her about it when she gets back, but it's
Also,
not
have you
super
seen
long.
this new generative AI overview in Google?
No, I don't think I've got
Just go try
the.
and search something real quick, see if you have it.
Uh, I'll do that later.
It's like I like
My
not
recording's
to
set
throw
up
us
right
off,
now.
but that's fair.
Yeah.
Not to throw us off, but like I just searched it up right here, and I just said how long she sit in a hot tub, and all of a sudden it came up with this little like it was the gray background of Google because I had mine in dark mode, but it was like came with this like little orange bar and it said generating information, and then it populated saying AI overview. The ideal length of time to sit in a hot tub depends on several factors, including the water temperature and how you feel. Like,
How long should you sit in a hot tub? Oh, here we go. Okay.
is it doing it for you?
Yeah. Well, that's weird.
That's weird. I haven't seen that before. Either way, not to get us off topic. That's not even what we're gonna talk about today.
No,
But
definitely not.
yeah, that's keeping with the themes.
Yep.
No, like that's cool though. If they're only doing it for like an hour, that's pretty rare that they would do that because
Yeah. Well, and I think it's
I've
like
always
you just sit outside of it for like a few minutes and then you're good, and then you can go back in. I don't think I think you just shouldn't be in there like all fucking day,
also, I mean, if they're not cleaned properly, they're disgusting.
Yeah. I really am sure and hope that a professional company that is renting these things is cleaning them, but
we can
who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's also I do want to touch on this, especially because I've known you for as long as I have. You saying that you got the hiking bug,
Yeah.
blows my mind.
Right. Yeah. It's
like
it's a little weird, but
not to say that I'm like unhappy with that at all. Like, trust me when I say, like, as someone who tried to get you out of the house,
yeah,
and to know that you're finally getting out of the house, like, I'm proud of you. But to know that it was hiking that did that, I'm just like,
no, it was the weather and the fucking gorgeous scenery too. Like that.
That's fair.
I mean, where we went, it was just like a small little regional park, but it was fucking gorgeous. And I was like, all
so
right,
were
yeah.
y'all like actually like hiking hills, or were y'all just on a path?
It was on a path, but it went up. There was about a 300-foot elevation change or so.
Nice.
So like it was. We were sweating a little bit once we got to the top. But,
I'm sure.
Yep. And it was overall, I think like 4 miles or 3, something like that, like there and back. So it wasn't like super far, but it was a nice little like dip your toes in the water kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then I immediately
That
went
makes
on
sense.
Columbia's website and just started buying because they actually have stuff for tall people. So if you have a problem like me and you're like 6 a million and you need tall shit, Columbia's got your back. So
That's good. So you got you some hiking shoes, I'm guessing, and some.
haven't gotten shoes yet,
backpack.
but I did get a backpack. I got kind of like a fishing style shirt, so it's like nice and light but breezy,
breathable.
but protects my very pale skin. And then
Very fair.
I also got one with like a hood on it too. I got some hiking shorts, some hiking pants. I ordered some socks as well because you can't just go in normal socks because if you do, you're fucked. And then just a bunch of little accessories and stuff. So
That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool. No, I'm proud of you. Again, like
Thanks, Dad.
As a situation like and all jokes aside, like genuinely trying to get you out of the house for as long as I did, and to know that you're finally out and like doing stuff like that is awesome. Because that's like that's the same thing for me. Like I know, it's unfortunate to say, but I was a bit of a hermit at times, and in the 2 weeks I've moved here, I've been out and done things more
Yeah.
in 2 weeks than I did probably, barring preparing for the move, I would say probably like the last 6 months,
Yeah.
maybe more.
Well, hell,
Like,
even my just being outside, period. My wife and I spend a lot more time out on our back patio.
yeah.
We've spent more time outside at this house in the month we've lived here
Mm-hmm.
than the 5 years that we did at the previous house. Maybe barring a few events and everything, because like we had like our rehearsal kind of party.
Yeah.
We've done a few other parties where we're outside, but like it was always just way too hot to stay outside.
Yeah.
And so, but with here, we can stay outside for hours. We also have like we got a for my wife's TV in her office. We each have a TV, and I don't have one in here right now, but that's because I've got basically the size of a TV worth of monitors. But so for my wife's TV, we put it on a cart, like a
Mm-hmm.
like the substitute teacher rolling it into the fucking class. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like the modern equivalent of that. So that way it's just a flat screen TV. And then we just got an Apple TV hooked up to it, and we'll just roll it outside, watch hockey or do whatever,
Yep.
and just fucking chill. And it's so cool. Like,
Yeah.
so.
I remember when you showed me that, I was just like, that's intuitive. Like
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
it works because you know, like, especially with it being as nice as it is outside,
Yeah.
you have the opportunity to do that. Like, that's the same thing here. I like, part of me, and this is like, and hey, this is a great time for me to tell you, if you haven't yet, subscribe. And there's a reason why.
Yeah.
Is I want to get out of the house so much more.
Mm.
I don't like being stuck inside anymore. I'm
Yeah.
realizing that more. Is like, I don't like in the evenings. Yeah, I'll be here. Like, I'd rather go, do stuff. Like, the sun's still out right now, and I wouldn't mind going and casting a line or two. But granted, we're doing this because we love doing this. But like, here nor there on that, it's more of like, I want to be able to get out of the house more
Yeah.
and just truly go do, like,
Mm.
even just get outside in the backyard and play with the boys. Like, I just wanted to go do,
Yeah.
because I feel like I've been stuck inside. Like, to your point, it was just so hot in Texas that, yeah, you could go do stuff. But for instance, again, I love playing disc golf. There's a place out there that a course 15, 20 minutes from where we used to live. It's called Wilco. They called it the Beast.
Yeah.
And the reason they call it the Beast is because by the time you hit hole 3, you've already drank all of your water. You feel like you're freaking Simba trying to cross the desert because it's so hot. And you realize that there's a 500-foot L drag in front of you, and you have to send it with all of your might if you even want to try and hit par on this hole. And you're just like, no, like,
No thanks.
no,
I'm good.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why I never wanted to go anywhere.
It's just, yeah, it's nice to finally be able to be in an area where you can get out and go do.
Yeah.
So, well, I will also say, here's a great segue. Again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And of course, hit the like button if you love our podcast. We greatly appreciate everybody who watches. But in my exploration last night, we went and tried a new pizza place.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Called Waldo's.
Waldo's.
Got a chance. Well, so two funny things happened last night. So we went to Waldo's because my oldest technically graduated pre-K. So we were like, cool, let's celebrate him. So we took him out for pizza and ice cream, which he had a blast. He tried hot wings for the first time, realized not his vibe. But we went to Waldo's and they had phenomenal pizza. And then we became apparently, according to he and I, something that he like, because we both love the San Francisco 49ers, but something we haven't really been into before is baseball.
Nice.
And we watched the Royals put a hurting on the Rays. And so apparently now we are Kansas City Royals fans.
I respect it.
So
yeah,
I'm with it. Like, it's something that he and I can do together. And the cool thing is, the Royals, their literal like stadium is 15 minutes up the street from me.
Nice.
It's
that's kind of
like
what
the Chiefs is right the street from me too. But
yeah, that's kind of what my wife and I did when we were moving here. We decided to pick a mutual team to have
Yeah.
kind of up in this area, and I was a Seattle Kraken for hockey. But no, that's dope. I also like were you watching on TV? I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
At the pizza place. Yeah. I like the pace of the game is quickened up a lot more with the pitch counter. Honestly,
Yes.
like at first I thought I was like, oh, it's gonna be kind of rough, but then once I actually watched one, I was like, this actually makes the game move,
It
and
makes
you're
the
not.
game enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like so we got there. We got there at the top of the third, and we left right after it ended.
Okay.
And we were at that restaurant no more than an hour. Like, well, no, I'd say an hour and a half
Yeah.
tops.
I would say they
Tops.
normally are like 2.5 hour, maybe 3 if you got some extra innings.
Yeah.
Things now, and they're way easier to watch.
Yeah.
So.
Like the pitch counter, like you can even see how pitchers have had to evolve. And just, basically train themselves to work with that counter so that way they'll blow their shoulder out. But it was fun. It was fun. And we get to try some banging pizza as well. That was really cool because like I tried a new pizza called the Ballpark, which had like sausage, peppercini, let's see, sausage, peppercini, mustard, sauerkraut, and a couple other things on it, and it all tied together really well. It tastes like a ballpark hot dog, or ballpark like a ballpark bratwurst.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
could have done
but it
without
was on
sauerkraut,
pizza.
but otherwise,
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Usually sauerkraut's like a pretty pungent, like overpowering flavor. Tied in perfectly. So,
nice.
But with that being said, today we are, if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, we're gonna do for y'all a pizza related tier list.
Yep.
Because we both said, you know what, we haven't done one of these, and to hell with it, why not?
Yep.
And I'm already looking at the list right here, and I'm seeing some very interesting choices that they have on here as far as like pizza flavored things.
Yeah, it's not just the actual pizzas, but we're even getting into like combos, pizza flavored, goldfish pizza flavor, which actually I think I have some in my cabinet right now, come to think of it. But so there's a few pizzas in there, so to say. But yeah, no, it's an interesting list. Of course, it's not going to have every pizza place on the planet because that would be an infinite list, and we would never get this done.
I will tell you this: when you do come out here, I will take you to Waldo's. I think you'll really enjoy their pizza because it's like, yeah, they have the ballpark, but they also have like a bunch of others as well that are really good. I just think the pizza and the crust are really good, so I'll definitely take you there. If I were to put Waldo's on this list, I would 1000% probably put them at like A.
Nice.
Maybe I wouldn't say S because the wings they were good. Make no mistake, they were good, but they didn't like maybe go like, oh my god.
Gotcha.
So. But
so yeah,
I would put an A.
That should be something that we should establish before we get started here is, are we just ranking the pizza or are we ranking the pizza place? Because this also has just pizza items, not places,
I would say for the sake of the fact that this is all pizza related, like flavored and such, just the pizza.
Just the pizza? Okay, got you.
Yeah. Because like I could sit here and tell you some horror stories about Papa John's when I've worked there for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
I could definitely tell you some horror stories. And I'm sure, because keep in mind, I worked there when I was much younger.
Yeah.
And I I'm sure things have changed. Hopefully they changed. Hopefully. But like, if I were to sit here and tell you all the horror stories of what I saw, I would definitely go, that's going to go in the D category.
Yeah.
But we're going to do this solely on pizza, or pizza related flavor, and go from there. So let's kick this off and start it up. We're starting out with Kirkland, which is Costco pizza.
Yep.
And I admittedly, like as y'all know with tier list, he and I have to agree, and that means we're gonna have to concede on some of these because I feel like some of these we're definitely gonna disagree on. I've had Costco pizza. I would put it at a B.
I'd concede that. So I love Costco pizza. It's really fucking good. But it's one of those things. It's really good for the value of it. Because it's like $10 for an extra large. Like Whereas
Yeah.
like,
I didn't
so
think
we
about that. Yeah.
we recently just went to like, well, not went to, but ordered some Papa John's because that's the only thing that was familiar, and we weren't trying to try anything new. You know, we were just wanting
Yeah.
comfortable like shitty pizza. And there they had like a $10 like little personal pan pizza basically in it, so it's not quite the same there. But so yeah, Kirkland, I would normally rank it as an A based off the value, but if I'm going based just off the taste, it's pretty good. So I can definitely put it at a B. No problem
Okay.
there. Up
Good
next
start.
is
We got a
Domino.
good baseline going now.
Yep. Yep. Domino's.
I'll put that. See, okay, to give a little brief background, when we lived in Virginia, my wife and I, this is before we had kids, we lived in an apartment where there was a Domino's literally right above us. And I mean, when I say right above us, I don't mean like,
The roof
you
was the
know,
Domino's. Yeah.
yeah, like we
Yeah.
lived in the basement of an apartment building, and we could hear them moving around like dough racks and everything every
Yeah.
night. So we ordered Domino's a lot because we would we would even get delivery and give them the address, and you'd see the delivery driver walk out the back to go to their car, but then they realize like, wait, wait, and there was a staircase right behind their back door because there was a big parking garage, and all they had to do was go down one flight of stairs, knock on the door, and we were there.
Yeah.
And could like call it lazy, whatever. I was like, I'm tipping them good regardless because I used to be a driver, so I know. I Domino's to me, I mean, I would put it in A because it was always good. Like it was great, I should say. But I could also put it in B because there were times that it was not great. You know, it was just pizza.
Yeah.
So I don't know where you feel on Domino's, but I would say A, maybe concede B.
I wouldn't say it's terrible, but it's not that much better. I've had Domino's a few times, not a regular Domino's connoisseur, like some people, but had it for a few, like, you know,
Hello.
whenever, you know, we crushed it in sales, and instead of giving us raises, you know, work would give us a pizza party. That's typically what they would order. Sometimes they got Costco pizza, and those were the pizza parties I was actually looking forward to. The Domino's ones, not as much. They're to me wildly inconsistent. I never get the same pizza twice. As far as like if it's cooked properly,
Yeah.
the assortment of the toppings, whatnot. So I would normally put it at C myself. So I mean, if you would put it at A, naturally it would go in B. But
Like
that's
I said, I would concede a B
okay.
because I feel like, yeah, if you're down with B, I'll go B.
We'll just go B. Yeah, make it easy.
I think the hard part too, and I'll say this, especially for like the next two that we have, is they all have the same structure where they have to like they're supposed to follow a format of how they do their toppings and how many toppings go. Like they have a full like pan perimeter where they'll put that on top to make sure that the toppings are all displaced where they need to be, like, or dispersed where they need to be. And it's pretty common to not use that on a rush hour, pizza, because you have a full screen with times pushing 8, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And you're like, I got to get this in the oven now.
Yeah.
Cheese it, throw it in. Like, and unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't come out well. But not to make excuses, I totally get what you're saying. Like, it's more so to align. Yeah. Like, no, I understand because I've seen it firsthand. Pizza Hut, I mean, I already got my vote for this one.
I mean, Pizza Hut's always been okay. You know, it's lately too, like, we don't have them a lot. My wife likes them every now and then for like they have like this big box combo. It's like a square pan pizza, and then like wings, breadsticks, chicken nuggets, like for like, you know, $20 or something like that. And that pizza's always been okay. I've always kind of put it at boring to eat personally.
I was gonna put it at D, terrible taste.
I wouldn't say it's that bad, but
I mean this very, very kindly, but realistically, I have never had, and as far as I can think back, I've never had okay or decent pizza from Pizza Hut. I've eaten it because either A, someone bought it for a party,
Yeah.
and it's just the only thing they had there, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'll catch a slice because
Free pizza
I'm
is
not
still
trying to
pizza.
like,
Like, yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
if it's free, it's me, dog. Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna turn it down. But that doesn't take away from the fact that it tastes like cardboard.
It's got a bit of a cardboard element.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like chewing on the box.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put it at D.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry,
That's
Dave,
it. Like
if you watch this.
because I'm only basing this, like we said at the beginning, we're basing this off of the pizza taste. Like how
Yeah.
good is that pizza? And I've just, for me, I've never had good Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Like,
Papa John's though. Your old stomping grounds.
my old stomping ground.
Yeah.
That place, yeah. No, that that company has memories. I would put it at B.
I'd say probably B. Yeah. Sometimes they do like knock it out the park and get like the perfect pizza out of it, but
Correct.
it's inconsistent. But it's usually like even a bad one's still pretty good, So
Yeah, I don't want to like go down the rabbit trail of this because this is, like I said before, this is a place where I could give a bunch of horror stories as to like why it's justified for me to say that. But truth be told, like when it comes to Papa John's, it's same thing with Domino's, where you're never get a consistent pizza. And like the crust tastes okay, but like the pizza as a whole may not. Like,
yeah.
I hate, like, granted, wherever you go this could be the case, but I know it's definitely it was prevalent in Papa John's of like there were Sunday nights where I'm closing up shop and my boss is doing inventory and he's going, hey, I need you to burn through all these cans of sauce. And I'm like, how? And he's like, extra sauce every pizza. And I'm like, some people don't like that. Like, or hey, we've overused on cheese. We need to back it down. Instead of putting 2 cups, put a cup and a half. You can spread it out. And I'm like, that's stealing.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not stealing, but it's fishy.
If you are purposefully being withheld what you paid for.
I mean, does it say somewhere I've been guaranteed 2 scoops of cheese?
I don't know, but I feel like it would.
I don't know.
John's.
If you're
Either
a lawyer,
way,
let us know down in the comments down below.
Yeah, please do. But no, we can move on.
Yeah.
I could spend all day on Papa John's, tell
So
you all
B,
a bunch of
right?
horror stories. Maybe one day I will. Who
Yeah.
knows? Next up, God's Pizza.
Little Caesars,
S.
for kind of how shitty it is, it's actually really fucking good.
It's S
Like,
tier.
it
Like,
always slaps.
I've never had bad Little Caesars. I've had bad service.
Yeah.
I've had horrible service. Never had bad pizza. Even in the times when I got my pizza an hour late, still fantastic.
Yep.
And they've expanded their menu. They have
Yeah.
stuffed crust now.
Mm.
They got a bunch of different specialty pizzas. It's no longer just hot and sloppies, cheese or pepperoni, which one you want. Even though those are goated to go to when you're super hungry.
Yeah. They used to back in the day. I remember they had hot and ready Supremes. And
Yes.
those were goated, honestly. We always called them hot and slimies.
I remember the hot and ready came out.
Game changer.
And dude, it was just like, you mean all I gotta do is pull up to Little Caesars, have $6 and some change in my pocket, and I'm walking out with a large pepperoni pizza? What? Like, okay, I'm down.
I'll actually agree with S tier. It's really fucking good.
Yeah, and I know everybody in here watching is just like,
yeah,
really.
I think it's one of those things that like your expectations for it are so low, but then it exceeds those, and so it's always consistent. It's never different.
Yeah,
it's always good. It's good pizza. It's hard to say that, but it's good pizza.
It's amazing pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, even today, it's still the the pizza I turn to when I'm looking to feed the family. Like I'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
we're getting Little Caesars tonight. Like, you know, I literally have a Little Caesars like 3 minutes up the road.
Oh yeah,
I know
nice.
exactly where it's at. And it is. And I also want to say this too. I feel like the sketchier the Little Caesars, the better it tastes.
That's typically the case for a lot of different types of restaurants. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Asian places, the sketchier it looks, the better it tastes. You just don't question what's in it.
Yeah.
And then like Mexican food, same thing. Like it's the sketchier it looks, the better it is.
Yeah, like where we lived in Texas, we had a really nice Little Caesars. Like they had a
Yeah.
really nice lobby. They had this like really cool like back-fed heater that they put all the pizzas in and whatnot. And the one I have here, nah, like
No.
they were taking pizzas off the like they were legit. They would have a stack of boxes. The lobby packed full of people. Like everyone's been waiting, and there was only 2 people working, and they'd have a stack full of boxes, like just labels on each one. Okay, cool. Blink, 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 blink. Your order might be done, but no. You're still gonna wait.
Yep.
Blimp, 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 blimp. Cut all of them up, and then come out and be like, all right, yo. Yeah, you got 4. All right, here's yours. All right, yo, yeah. Stick, here's yours. Like, but it was hot, it was fresh, it was delicious.
Yep.
It was some of the best Little Caesars I've ever had. So like
I will say they've been less ready. Still hot, but not quite ready, you know? Like
yeah.
as far as like,
Well,
you know,
they do have hot and readies though. They still do have the hot and readies. It's
Yeah.
just like their quick time on getting other stuff done is
I
not.
guess their service time is slow, but like they always have the pizza ready. Like it's there. You just got to convince somebody to actually give it to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Moving on.
I
think that's California Pizza Kitchen.
Yes, it is.
I think I've only ever had it at an airport.
Same actually.
Yeah, because it doesn't really exist in too many places as a standalone brick and mortar.
Yeah. If I wanted to tell you that price alone, I would say no.
Yeah, price alone, fuck that place. Yeah. I'd probably put it at C. Like it's never been great, but I've only had it probably twice, you know, so maybe 3 times.
To the same point you said, like I've only ever seen it in airports, and the couple times that I had it were mainly because I had time to sit down and order pizza.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really like dazzling. It was like, all right, this is pizza.
Yep.
This is definitely just crust and sauce and cheese, and they did not go the extra mile with this. They made it in an airport. It's very clear.
It's airport food. Although I have had some banging airport food. That's not on the banging list there at all.
Yeah. That one.
All right, Hungry Howie's. I've never had it.
I'm gonna say I've never personally had that myself either.
Yep. So I will add a separate category. Add a row below. Just gray. That's not what I wanted to do. Hang on 1 second.
It's all messed up.
Actually, I don't know how they had this. Fucking whatever. I need to do that and then go here. That's what it is. Okay.
Yep.
No. Never had it. That will just be gray. Okay. That's not how it was before, but fuck it. DiGiorno's. Rising crust, specifically. You know, it's not delivery. But it tastes like cardboard.
I was gonna say I
like the rising crust aspect of it, but that's about it. Everything else on the pizza is pretty mid.
I was trying to think of the last time I had DiGiorno.
Yeah.
I think I purposely stay away from that.
It's not bad. The Supreme's okay. But honestly, so like my wife prefers the next one, so we tend to get that a lot more often.
Fair.
And because of that, I've kind of fallen off of the DiGiorno wagon. I used to like it, but not so much anymore. Like I don't think I'd put it at terrible.
I would put it in C.
C, I think, is good. Like it's not quite cardboard, but it's the next thing above. It's flavored cardboard. But.
Yeah. Red Baron, I'll say B.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good, honestly. I wish the crust was thicker, kind of like a DiGiorno.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. I prefer a big fluffy crust. But the pizza
You'll
itself.
love Waldo's.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Red Baron's good. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I'm with that. I think I'll put it pretty good.
Yeah.
Totino's Pizza Party, them little tiny pizzas that remind me of elementary school.
Yeah, honestly, they're like the little square pizzas, just not square.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that at the old D tier.
Yeah, yeah. Like you never get this. You get the pizza rolls.
Yeah, if you're gonna buy anything
Yeah.
from like, if you're not getting an actual pizza and you're trying to get pizza flavored something, don't do the pizza parties. Like, don't do the little mini pizzas. Like, go and get you like bagel bites or hot pockets or pizza rolls, something that is pizza esque that is not shit.
Yeah.
Mexican pizza from Taco Bell.
Yep. I know a lot of people love this thing. Like, it's
Not me.
I'm not a huge fan, honestly. Like, whenever you get it, the little tortillas sloppy as fuck, and I just it's never been great. I'd rather get a crunch wrap, because that'll at least encase everything. So,
what's your Taco Bell go to?
Depends on how much money I have. So, so if I'm feeling like a baller, then
Baller.
a baller.
All right.
Then get a Crunchwrap Supreme combo with a soft taco, and then if I'm really hungry, 2 beefy 5-layer burritos. Usually just one. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, no. Back that up. Not the beefy 5-layer. It's been the cheesy gordita crunch as a side.
Okay.
If I'm broke and I want sustenance, 2 beefy 5-layer burritos.
It doesn't matter if I'm big baller or begging for change. I every single time it's 2 beefies, a Doritos Locos, and 2 of their potato wraps.
I always forget about the potato wraps. Also, their little bowl of like the potatoes with like sour cream and salsa on it. It's fucking good. I didn't even know that was a thing until my wife got one. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And she's like, "Try it." And I was like, "Oh my god, yeah."
It's so good.
But yeah, so
I don't go to Taco Bell for Mexican pizza.
No, to me it's C or D.
I'm fine with D.
That's just a D. It's just
all right. Great value thin crust. Now I will tell you right here, right now, when you're balling on a budget and you got kids to feed, that shit right there will take you places.
Yeah.
But
it's not great.
It's
good.
a D. It's a D, bro. Like it is
not taste good.
It is awful.
Yeah.
And it does not sit well on the tummy either.
No.
Like every time, like the kids love it. And that's the thing is like, for them, especially for my oldest, he loves him some pizza. I don't know any kid who doesn't, but he loves him some pizza. And I'll tell you right now, dude, he will fuck up one of those thin crust pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't think he actually understands what good pizza is yet.
No,
because I'll be like,
if it's pizza adjacent, he'll probably eat it.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Speaking of pizza adjacent, next one is a Hot Pocket, which is kind of the yeah, it's fucking so good. But it still does not sit right on the tummy. But no, as Jim Gaffigan's, yeah, they taste so fucking good. And if you don't agree with that, then leave. Bye. So
yeah, Hot Pockets are always goated.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a bad Hot Pocket. Even like the Philly cheesesteak ones are good.
Those are good.
The breakfast ones are good.
Those are really
good. Every single one I've ever had has always been good.
Yeah.
And you're exactly right. The best part is it doesn't sit long. It just kind of goes through you. And the next thing you know, you're like, I'm hungry again. Let me have another Hot Pocket. Like it's infinite cycle.
That's the real weight loss secret that nobody's telling you is you just get Hot Pockets and then you'll never actually absorb any calories. So it's
We're
crazy.
here to help you.
Yeah. As two totally in shape, really fit guys, we tell you eat some Hot Pockets.
I am a shape.
Also,
Anyways.
honestly, if Hot Pockets wants to sponsor us, we'll gladly take that.
Brother. Oh, dude, I'd hop on that in a heartbeat.
Bro,
I'll have boxes stacked all up over here. Be like, you'll never see my displays
Right here.
again.
Nope. I'll move it. Like, Darth Vader's cool. Not cool enough. Get out of here.
Facts.
Also,
that brings us to our next.
Yeah.
Bagel Bites.
Which are also fucking goated.
S tier.
They're amazing. Also, Bagel Bites, if you want to sponsor us. I eat that shit a lot. Although I haven't eaten it in a while. I kind of took a break because I was going a little too crazy with them. But these things are so fucking good. So fucking good.
Bagel Bites, 1000%. Like for me, it's you know, I don't eat them often, but when I do get them, they are
they're always good. They're never not good.
Me and my wife we throw our hands over those.
Yeah. Fortunately, my wife's not a huge fan. She's more of a fan of the next thing, so we never have to really fight over it. Every now and then she's like, can I take a bagel bite? So normally when I cook them, I normally want 10 for myself because I'm a fat ass. And she'll always want one. I'm like, but I wanted 10. So sometimes I'll cook 11 anticipating. And if she doesn't, oh no, I had 11. So
it's like, well, if you insist, like,
oh no.
Yeah. Whoops. Well, next up, I think we're gonna have a triple threat here.
It's 3 in a row.
Yeah. Totino's pizza rolls.
Hat trick.
S tier.
So fucking good.
If you couldn't tell, our
now, one thing with Totino's you got to watch out for is they will incinerate and eviscerate your fucking mouth. So, like, same thing with Hot Pockets, actually, but they're not quite to the same degree. Because, like, a Totino's one, you'll pop the whole thing in your mouth, and then it explodes and just... It's not good. Yeah. That was my dog.
Hi, Mira.
So, yep.
I will say with Hot Pockets, though, you get that on the initial bite. It's always the ends that are, like...
Yep.
Incredibly hot, and then you're like, you'll bite it, magma. Next bite, tundra. Like,
yeah.
and
like, the middle, it's still frozen somehow. Like, even though it's literally the hottest, it's hotter than the sun on either side. But.
Yep. Next up is pizza flavored. Not sure what that is.
I'm just gonna put in never had it because that.
Yeah.
It's something.
Is that pizza? No.
Oh,
no,
it's pizza.
no. Okay,
pizza Pringles.
Pizza Pringles. Pizza Pringles.
Pizza Pringles we have had. They're all right.
I'm gonna say C tier.
Yeah.
They are not my first pick when I'm trying to get Pringles.
No, that's later on. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing with combos. Honestly, like I'll go for any other flavor combo besides pizza flavored. Because like the pizza flavored ones just aren't kind of the greatest. They're not terrible. Like if you hand me a bag, I'd be like, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
But, so I'd probably put pizza flavored combos in C as well.
I'll go C. Yeah. Because combos, I'm usually personally going for like the cheese ones. They're
cheese
just
ones
so
are goated.
good. And I know they're like a staple, but like the cheese ones are just goated.
Yeah.
And pizza flavored, like it's not that I don't like pizza flavored stuff, but there are certain pizza flavors that don't like taste like pizza.
Yeah.
It's just like it tastes like what you did was you are making me take the lid off of a marinara jar and stare at it for a second to feel the flavor and then dip my tongue in to kind of get a quick reaction flavor.
Yeah. It's like you're smelling it as you're eating a normal combo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Much like the same thing with the Lay's potato chips.
Yeah.
Pizza edition. Those are going to C for me.
They're still better than the Pringles to me, but they're not better enough to graduate to a B. You know. So.
Yeah, like I'm seeing how B is pretty good, and I don't see how they would compete.
Yeah. Although I will say, Goldfish pizza flavored will belong in a B to me.
I'll say B.
Yeah.
I
These are
wouldn't
actually
say
really
they're
good.
as low as
Yeah.
a C. Like
Yeah.
again, for me, it's the same thing of like the yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like
But it's
you
goldfish, and
kind of
goldfish are
taste
better
it.
than all of
Like
them.
fair. Yeah, I'll go B side. Ooh, Hunt's Brothers.
I've never had it.
I'm gonna put it. So I would. I'll say this. I would put it depending on where you get it from. I would put it in A tier, but more consistently B tier.
Okay.
It's still really good, but you can fuck up and get it one from somewhere that they didn't care that day. Like
Yeah.
it's a gamble. CC's.
I fucking hate CC's. I'm sorry. Like, it's so bad. It's never been good.
CC's. I've had CC's. I haven't had CC's in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't had it recently for sure. But
And I'm thinking the last time I had it, I might have gotten food poisoning.
probably.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm gonna go D tier.
Yeah.
Like
They're not good.
it's just it's
quantity over quality.
yeah.
That's all it is.
Like,
It's an all you can eat. Like, you just show up, just shove your face full of pizza until you puke.
before you say it, I don't give a fuck about the macaroni and cheese pizza. Everyone
It's not
wants
good.
to talk about that. It's not that good.
It's not good.
It's not.
I love mac and cheese. Fuck that pizza. Like,
Yeah.
it's really not good. Their
Jet's
brownies
pizza?
too are like, they're just not good. Anyway.
Oh no,
I have-
no. Their brownies are bricks. They're
Yeah.
hockey pucks.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the best way to sum up CC's right here, right now. CC's is a buffet DiGiorno's.
I'd still rather have DiGiorno's, but yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Because at least I know it cooked properly in my fucking oven. But
That's fair.
yeah,
That's fair. I will say right here next we have Jet's Pizza. Never had it.
never had it either.
Okay, moving on. Blaze.
Blaze Pizza's pretty good.
I'll give it a B.
I've only ever had it like a couple times because it's kind of pricey.
It is.
But yeah, it's okay.
Isn't it technically considered like gourmet?
Kind of, yeah. It's a upscale kind of pizza place. Only time I ever had it was it used to be by another location of my old work that I went and helped out at one time. Yeah. And I went there for lunch because it was literally right next door. It smelled very good, and it was good. I was like, oh god, they're fucking expensive. But I'd already like put the order in. I was like, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't, because it's almost like they railroad you through it too. Like you don't really have a choice to cancel your order.
Yeah.
As soon as you put the order in, it's like
by the end of it, you're like,
people behind me, I can't leave. Like, fuck.
And they already made it. Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Going to credit card debt.
This is a Five Guys of pizza place. It's fucking
stop. Sorry, I'm hungry.
Yeah. I said it, and then immediately I was just like, I haven't had dinner yet.
Neither have I, and it's about 10 minutes up the road for me, so I'm about to.
Yeah.
To go.
The funny part is, it's dinner time for you. It's not for me.
Yeah. It's 6:40 here.
Yeah.
Yep. Use 2 hours.
Round Table Pizza Royalty. Never had it.
So I've had it, but not in a long ass time. This is where we used to go after baseball games. The whole team would go to fucking Round Table Pizza. This is back in California. So I think it's primarily West Coast. Okay. And so I admittedly can't really remember the taste of the pizza, but on nostalgia factor alone, I'll put it in B.
Okay.
So yeah, just because
I'll follow your lead on that because I've never had it.
Just because I feel like it's got a special place in my heart, you know. And they used to have like it had kind of like not necessarily like CC's, but it had a few like arcade machines in there too. And so I remember there was like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade, a pinball, and then like a racing game or something like that. And we would always be like begging our parents to get us quarters so that we could play them. But and then they had like the Pizza Hut style like red cups that were indestructible and you couldn't, like, even nuclear fallout wouldn't get rid of them. They had the same thing, and it was really fucking good.
Beautiful.
But yeah,
you know what's not really good?
Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Yeah, this thing.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza is not. Okay. Chuck E. Cheese pizza is not good. I mean, going to Chuck E. Cheese, no one ever went there for the pizza. They went there to
No.
go witness the big ass mouse from the commercials.
Yep.
And kind of play some halfway decent arcade games. But okay, I don't want to shit on Chuck E. Cheese because like I was that kid who never really got a chance to go all that often. And I think like the 3 times in my entire life I ever did get to go, every single one of them was sketchy as fuck. Like
they usually are. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's always kind of just creepy in general. Like there's no windows to the outside. Like it's just it's not a good no. It's creepy overall.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And so for that, I'm gonna have to put this in D.
Oh, I already put it there. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured we were on the same page there.
McDonald's pizza, I can't say I've ever had it.
I don't think I've ever had it either. I think it's kind of like a secret thing that they did for a little bit, but I don't know.
Honestly, I'm looking ahead here, and I'm looking because you have Burger King's New York Pizza Burger.
Yeah. Never had
Polar
that.
Pizza, Chick-fil-A pizza, KFC pizza.
Never had
those
that.
4 I've never had.
Yeah, we're just gonna put all of those in there. If you have, let us know in the comments how they are.
Yeah, please do.
That'd be interesting.
Barrow's Pizza.
Is it Sbarro's or Bar? Oh no, it's just Barrow.
That's
Okay.
Barrow's.
Yeah, I haven't had Barrows. I've had Sbarro.
Yeah, and Sbarro's on here as well.
Yeah.
I have had Barrow's Pizza, and I would put it at a B tier.
B. Okay.
Yeah.
DQ
Pizza.
I think that's the same as the other ones, right?
Yeah, I'll put that in never had. I don't remember ever having something
I
like
don't think I've ever had it either. Same with the Cheez-It pizza.
It's a Cheez-It stuffed pizza from Pizza Hut.
Oh, weird.
And I can say for certain I've had this.
Uh-huh.
If we had a tier of Shadow Realm, I would put it there.
Oh yeah.
That was one of the worst fucking things I've ever had. Like,
damn. I mean, I can make a Shadow Realm real quick. Hang on.
I'm with you doing that right now.
Shit.
Like it. Yeah. It does not deserve to be in any capacity among this list regardless. Like I don't know why someone put it here. Clearly probably for a reactionary viewpoint, but the stuffed Cheez-It pizza, no. Absolutely not. No. God, no. Please, God, no. Like,
all right,
not
Michael.
worth.
Same.
Yeah. Sbarro's,
classic mall pizza.
yes,
It's in every mall that might still be open in America, and it just was never good. That was always where you would go to get a drug deal or something.
Yep.
Put in D, I guess.
Yeah, I would say D. I will say their other stuff they had there was actually really good, like their pastas and stuff.
Oh, that's right, they did have
Pretty
pasta. I forgot
solid.
about that. Yep.
Yeah, but since this is a pizza tier list, can't use that. So
nope.
Mod Pizza. I've had Mod Pizza twice.
I've had it a few times. Quick little fun backstory. My stepsister used to work there for all of, I think, a month.
Okay.
Because she got fired. So if you don't know what Mod Pizza, it's kind of like the Chipotle of pizza, right? So you go, they have different stations.
It's same thing as Blaze.
Same thing as Blaze, yep. There's also Pieology, had that as well, if you've ever been there, but they closed down. I don't know, at least the one that we had.
Fair.
But so yeah, it's like Chipotle. So there was different stations. So there's all right, what kind of base do you want? What kind of sauce? What kind of meat? What kind of cheese? Et cetera, et cetera. And so she was always stationed on the meats, and she would always just eat the meat as she was going. Like she'd pop a pepperoni, in front of customers. And when told to stop, she said, "Why?" So good. She got fired. But
yeah, I could assume as such.
Yeah. Granted, that was her first job, so Yeah.
That's fair. But like, yeesh.
Yeah.
If I were those customers, I'd have been like, "What?
Yeah.
Did
you
I
just
see that correctly?"
you just pop in some pepperoni and some sausage.
Like, make no mistake. When I worked at Papa John's, oh, dude, I was nomming on
Yeah.
those meats, bro. Pause.
I worked at that same one for about 2 months, and I saw that. So he was nomming all the meats.
It was professional. But I would do it when it's not somebody watching.
Yeah.
Like, walk into the walk-in and grab some out of the Lexan for like just
Yeah.
not a big deal. But to sit there and have a customer eye contact and you'd be like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure she'd be like placing it down and then like just
oh, dude. No,
I don't know for sure, but like I do know that's why. So
I'll put mod for me. I'm gonna say
C personally.
Yeah,
like, it was all right.
I was gonna go there. It's
cool,
right.
cool little personal pizza, but yeah, that was about it. So
yeah, and I'm looking at these last two. I can't say I've had these last two. It's
So, yeah.
Godfather's Pizza and Mini Murph.
So Mini Murph, I think is Papa Murphy's.
Is it?
Which Papa Murphy's is a take and bake kind of place. Let me
Yeah.
see. Mini Murph.
I'll say if so, I've definitely had.
Yeah,
that.
it's Papa Murphy's. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I mean that's actually really good.
That one, yeah, it's an interesting concept because like they don't cook it. Like you take it home and then you put it in your oven. So it's
Yeah, I get that when I'm feeling adventurous.
Yeah, I mean it's nice if you want that pizza, but not right now necessarily, or if you want it as fresh as it possibly can be, as well. So, so Godfather's never had that. Papa Murphy's pretty good.
I'll put it in B tier.
Yeah, it's interesting we didn't put a single thing in A.
I was looking at that,
Yeah.
and I kind of want to make an edit here if you're with me.
I mean, if you're about to put some Costco pizza up in great taste, then I'm totally down. But
yeah, I was gonna put Kirkland up. Yeah,
okay.
Costco pizza at A tier
because it does taste great.
It does. I realized that was our first one, but after how we've evaluated all the others, I feel like it was unfair. And going back, I'm like, it does taste good. Like,
it's definitely above Domino's. It's above Papa John's. It's above Red Baron.
It's above all those.
It's above all of them. Like, but not quite to the S tier amazing taste.
Yeah,
which is hilarious to me that after all of this, all of these expensive ass pizza places that you would expect top tier quality pizza, we fucking put Little Caesars specifically for their hot and readies, and then Hot Pockets, which aren't pizza technically, Bagel Bites, which are vaguely pizza, and then Totino's pizza rolls, which are definitely not pizzas.
Everyone in the comments right now.
We're about to get.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah, I mean there's nothing else I would edit, honestly. Like
same. Like I don't know. Like for me, this list perfect. Everything about this list perfect.
Now that we've put Kirkland in its proper place, then yeah, it's.
I don't see a pizza on this list that deserves to go higher or lower. And I'll say this before we jet. One thing that's very, very interesting to me is you and I have very similar pizza tastes.
We do.
I never thought of that because I think it was maybe like 3 or 4 of those that we kind of like had to discuss a little bit, but it was even the discussion was like, I could, like.
I feel like pizza's a bit of an equalizer, because you have to really try hard to get a bad pizza.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like even it's kind of like Dave Portnoy doing his pizza reviews. Like, he always, like, unless it's like a truly shit pizza, like it's always going to be at least like a 6, and so, and then all the good pizzas that he tries are going to be between like 7s and 8s usually. So like it's hard to get a bad pizza, but the bad ones stand out for sure. Yeah.
For sure. Let us know what you think. How do we do on this tier list? I know we haven't done one in a while. We were talking about that right before we started recording that we haven't done one in a while. So A lot of fun to do this. Let us know what you think in the comments. I'm sure we're getting cooked, and that's okay. If you watched this far, you should go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well because you enjoyed what you were watching enough to watch the whole way through. Even if we're on in the background, just subscribe. Help us out. We're almost
Click
at
the button.
1,000.
Click it.
Yeah, do that. Like the video as well. Tell YouTube that other people should watch this. And if you don't have a comment to drop an emoji because engagement. We appreciate it.
Yep.
But we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Later.